Beyonce, Giselle, Knowles Carter. Um, I just want to start off by saying that you owe me a new wig because mine actually jumped off my head and ran out the front door when I started watching your homecoming video. We definitely got to talk about this, sis. We have to talk about it. So everyone should have seen Homecoming, Beyonce's documentary by now. If not, I suggest that you watch it as soon as you can. And for those of you that did, let's discuss. So as you know, Netflix premiered a documentary starring Beyonce, basically, highlighting and chronicling her behind the scenes goings on, and everything that she had to do after giving birth to her twins to get ready for Coachella. My, what a production, right? Like, we're used to Beyonce giving us lights, giving us hair tosses, giving us 8 counts, giving us choreo, good music, background dancers, costume changes. We're used to that. But we never really got to see what goes on behind the scenes. So Beyonce pretty much let us into her world. It was amazing. First of all, let's just talk about the show. Beyonce is a showgirl. She is not new to this. She is true to this. Okay? Beyonce snatched my wig and my wig cap. All right? I was able to find the wig cap, but my wig is still missing. Okay? So Beyonce, opens up. The music is going. The drummer is opening the show. Dancers are, with their costumes. And then we see Queen Bee comes out with her cape, with her golden black, with her Queen Latifah-esque hat, and sis is sashaying down the runway, giving you your life and just basically giving you a warning. That was a warning. You people better get ready because I'm about to tear this stage up. So hope you got your oxygen masks and I hope you're ready, right? So, we see, for those of you who've seen Coachella, Beyonce perform at Coachella last year, then you already know this is not new. Those scenes are not new. But behind the scenes was very, 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 very interesting. I thought the documentary itself, the way it was actually pieced together, the editing, the thought process that went behind the documentary. Beyonce basically paid tribute to HBCU and that black college experience culture, because she herself, as we know, she didn't get to go to college. She didn't get the college experience. Her father did attend and graduate from an HBCU. So she was paying homage, and she had the band who were phenomenal, and the dancers, everyone contributed to the success of the Coachella performance as well as this documentary. Beyonce made it a point to, in transitioning in between scenes, she made it a point to incorporate quotes from, a lot of popular black icons and poets, authors, so on and so forth, which was and activists as well, which was extremely, I appreciated that. I appreciated that as someone who has always had an interest in literature, who's been exposed to individual like Laura Neale Hurston, Baldwin, Marcus Garvey, from a very young age. So I thought that Beyonce really did her homework, and she has enough coin to just throw a couple of dollars and let someone do this for her to, portray an image. But I really believe that Beyonce really studied as if she was a student at an HBCU, and it shows. It really showed in her performance. It showed. And behind the scenes now, that's what I really want to discuss. All right, we know Beyonce as a showgirl. We know her as the songwriter. We know her as the singer, sometimes rapping on her song, the actress, yeah, I don't know if y'all saw Carmen, but woo, we still love you, B. We still love you. But I really loved the fact that we got to see Beyonce, not just a mom, not just a showgirl, not just a wife, not just a daughter. We saw grown woman Beyonce as the project manager of her own show, of her own production. This is hers, something she owns, and she put her blood, sweat, and tears into, and we got to see her behind the scenes delegating tasks, encouraging the participants, the dancers, the singers, it was just so inspiring. Like, not to sound corny, but it was. I grew up listening to Beyonce, Beyonce from Destiny's Child. And just to see someone who is in my age group, I think, in my age group, just see her transition, it's just wonderful. She's a mom, and she has to juggle like all of us, not just individuals who are famous, but the everyday working woman, the everyday working man, the everyday parent has to juggle between family, and their career. But it was just really refreshing because we don't really get to see a lot of Beyonce's life, which I also appreciate. She's not one of those people who flood social media with her children or herself or her husband. She leaves much to be desired. So I think that was good. So we're all like excited, like, oh my God, Rumi and Sir, look at little Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy was singing the Black National Anthem. I thought that was so cute. Seeing Beyonce as a mom is just so, it's just so fun. One of your faves, somebody that you admire as far as their work ethic, just seeing them normalized, if that makes sense, because we always see the glitz and the glamour and the lights, but we're all very similar, more similar than we realize. So she's just the everyday Southern girl, mom, doing what most moms do, but just with a hell of a lot more money. Shout out to you, Beyonce. But I like the behind the scenes. She made it a point to discuss with her staff, or the participants. She made them feel when it wasn't right. She let them know in a very stern and serious way, but still encouraging. She said, we're going to get this right. It's not looking good right now, and I want to go home too. I'm tired, but we're going to get this thing. Come on, boss. You got to know how to talk to people, because she realizes that she needs these people just as much as they need her. And I know you're probably going to say, Beyonce don't need those people. But when you're an artist, you may need assistance with helping your vision come into fruition, right? And yes, she could have stood up there and did every dance move and choreo by herself, but that wouldn't be giving the people much. Her vision needs people who are focused like she is, who understand the vision that she is basically trying to create. And I just feel like it was, let me say this. Let me be realistic. Maybe there were parts that we didn't see, but I don't know if Beyonce was spazzing out and cursing everybody out. I doubt that. She seems to be very well respected, rightfully so. She carries herself like a mature woman. I appreciated her. She didn't have to take us behind the scenes to show her personal life and show her children and so on and so forth. But, dedication, we got to see that. We got to see a sick work ethic. 4 months for choreo, 4 months for music. Come on, man. Some of your faves is not even giving you 30 days. And it shows in her work. It shows her stage presence is on point. And growing up seeing people like Tina Turner, Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, I want a show. I came from an era where if you were a performer, you put on a show. I want to see a show. And Beyonce is going to give you a show over and over and over again. There'll never be another Beyonce. Just like there will never be another Michael Jackson. There is no comparing, you can do whatever you want, but there is no comparing Beyonce to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, MJ is MJ. MJ is King MJ. MJ is MJ. Beyonce is Beyonce. I do feel that MJ and B can be discussed in the same sentence, not to compare in a negative way, But you know, if you're gonna mention your Diana Rosses, your Tina Turners, your Michael Jacksons, and your Beyonce, she's the icon, the pop icon of this generation. So she's worth the accolades. I think she's definitely worth the accolades. I just love that she paid such homage to the Black experience as far as college and universities go. You know, I love that a she wasn't, you know, she didn't get to go to college, but this girl, she came with it. You know, representation is extremely important. So she made sure that she represented for us, and she did it full on. You know, I'm going to be honest, when I watched it like 3 times. It did stir up so many emotions because it's like, man, you don't even realize sometimes these sacrifices that people make. Yes, it is their choice, but you don't realize the sacrifices that people make, the dedication that people commit to, the hard work, you know, for something that they're so passionate about. And I think there's something to be said about someone who is extremely passionate about something, so much so that they will even risk their physical well-being to make sure that their vision comes to life. And this is something that is going to be something that we can hold on to as a culture forever. So, you know, when Beyonce's gone, when she's, you know, gone, this piece of art that she created will still be here. And that's just like Michael Jackson. We are still talking about Michael Jackson till this day. There are going to be generations after us, hopefully, that will still be talking about Michael Jackson. Do you know how much dedication and hard work you would have to put into your art and your craft for you to still be in the conversation years after your passing? You know, that's amazing. That's amazing. It was a very encouraging, uplifting, positive, and motivating piece. Beyonce also released an album with her songs that we all know. She gave us one new song, Homecoming, the live album. She gave us one new song, which is a remake of Frankie Beverly and Maze, Before I Let Go. Now listen, not everybody can do a remix. You know, we know Diddy is the king of remixes, right? Not everybody can do a remake, and certain songs just need to be left alone. But I think she did this justice. This is going to be this generation's cookout, 1-2 step, summer vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. She sounded good on the track. Check it out if you haven't. It's the remake to Before I Let Go. And I'm pretty sure that the elders approve of this remake. And yeah, she did a good job. So I thought the Homecoming documentary was great. Apparently, Beyonce has 2 more documentaries in the works. She has an agreement with Netflix. So I'm looking forward to that. I just anything that inspires me and makes me do better, I'm here for it. It's just the message that I got from Homecoming is, if you're passionate about it, if you can see it, if you think about it, if you want it, there's no obstacles, none. And I know that's so cliche, but this girl, think about it. This woman had a baby. Plenty of people do it, but we got to see it on Homecoming. She had twins, and she literally went into rehearsal days later, 15-hour days, choreo for 4 months, music for another 4 months. So what the hell is my excuse, honestly? So there's some things that I've been working on for the past 2 years that I'm studying and taking my time, but I'm just going to continue to not let anything hinder me, not let anyone hinder me, because I'm a very passionate person and I've always been very ambitious. So this just lit a hotter fire under my ass to do what it is that I want to do and to do what it is that I need to do, and let no one or nothing stop you. So Royal Family, I'm signing off until next time. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up this video if you liked it. Leave a comment. Tell me what impression the Homecoming documentary left with you. You know, what did you get from it? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What were your favorite parts? Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, Royal Family, peace.